Well, just making our way back through here, as we did last week. We're just going to walk all the way back because I tried to go out the other side, and it did not work super well. Thought I killed everybody here. And here we go. When did I actually? The 31st, day 47. I am curious how long it took because there's a lot of resting. I mean, hey, it's a mechanic in the game, so be it. It's no... I'm a challenge to get through as fast as possible. I don't care. This is how it works, so this is what I'm doing. And there's the exit. And now we're back out here. Why? What? I killed everybody out here. And I dropped all the stuff off. Did you come back from the dead? There's not a body out here anymore. Huh, I guess things have time limits. That sucks. I thought things were permanent. Good to know. I guess that's why they want you to stash your stuff in that chest. I'm really, really glad I didn't stash the stuff that I needed on that body. Holy crap, that's really, like, Jesus, I didn't even think about that, but that's, that would have really, really screwed me over. That would have been really bad. I think I only saw one weeping at any point. I lost my amulet. I did pick one of those up at one point. That thing that they were using to, like, cast the poison, I guess, on me. Judging from the fact that, that's what was inflicting me that one time where I was dying a lot. That one time. Another one? What do you gain from this? Why do you do this? Hell no. Stay away from that stuff. All right. Just moving right along. Now I just need to head west. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about what I was talking about last week, which was definitely not just like 5 minutes ago. Thinking about how this game is cool in a lot of ways, but it's a huge time sink. And just keeping... I'm still having fun with it overall. And that's really the only metric that matters to me, is whether or not I'm having fun. Which mostly I am. But because it's spread out, that's probably the only way for me that I'm still playing it at this point, realistically. Because there's been a few instances of like, oh, stop having fun. Like that stupid cloud floating jail. Oh, we want to avoid this place. Yeah. Definitely want to avoid that place. We just want to move right on. There's an orc in there. At least one. Oh, come on. Come on. God, let me go around. And down we go. Games have changed over time. I think at one point, having a long game would also be concurrent with a good game to get your money's worth. Like, you could buy just this game and play this game for 10 years and not complete it on most characters and then finally complete it on other. And like, that's the thing. You just play it and you do a little better, you get a little further. I think that's kind of how this is, I don't want to say intended, but that's definitely how it would work. I don't know if it was the kind of thing that you would buy and just play through once and be done with it. And just put it down, put a good 50 hours into it and be like, never touch it again. I think it's, with a lot of Bethesda games, it's, you can dump hundreds and hundreds of hours into them. I assume this is similar. I know that the other ones are kind of like that. There's so many side quests, so much area to explore, so much to go do. You find things different, and then you do a different playthrough and things work out differently. Like, I get it. I understand that's how that is. I'm not really playing it like that. I just want to experience what I missed. And I feel like gameplay-wise, I've experienced it. Story-wise, there's clearly more to do so I can get through the main story, which is all I'm focused on. But I think that's going to conflict. I think I'm going to have a problem just trying to do the main story because look at what we just went through. He warned me it was bad, and it was, but I couldn't get through it without doing the, like, resting stuff, which this is not the right yurt. Can I get a companion? That might make it a little easier, but there's also trouble with that. They were annoying. If you have brought me the 3 tokens of the warrior's test, I can speak to you further of the 3rd trial. I am impressed. These 3 tokens you have brought me. You may keep them. Do I want them? You have passed the warrior's test, and I will give you the secret of the 3rd trial. In caverns dark, Azora's eyes sees and makes to shine the moon and star. This is the 3rd vision, and you must go to the cavern of the incarnate, a place sacred to Azura, and look for the moon and star. The secret of the cavern of the incarnate is set in a riddle. The eyes of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. The dream is the door and the star is the key. The riddle is wisdom's test. Take counsel of the wisdom of the tribes. Take counsel of the wisdom of the tribes, and you shall find the way. Seek the cavern of the incarnate, gain the moon and star, and bring it to Nabani Mesa. Take with you my blessing and the blessings of our tribe. Malipu Atma's belt. Oh, neat. I got a belt. Okay. Let me see that belt. Ooh, restore health and restore agility. I do like that. Do I have another belt? I do, but it's the belt of the Iron Will, which just fortifies my speed. So go ahead and use that instead. And also, I think now is just as good a time as any to, how do I do this? The F keys. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. We don't have that anymore. Delete. Replace. With my belt. I don't have that anymore. Delete. I do have this. I do have that. I do have that. Make room for one more. Cool, thanks. Took me 6 days to go through that. All right. So here's another instance where this will probably take time and like writing it down and figuring out what they want from me and things like that. And I'm just gonna go over here because Morrowind main quest. Pull this up on the Wikipedia and see that we are on to 3rd, 4th, and 5th trial quests. Okay. Path of the Incarnate. Quick walkthrough. Return to the camp, speak with that one about the lost, learn of the 7, find out the 3rd, obtain some, return, talk with Ashlanders to decode the riddle, and find the location. So they actually do want me to talk to people. Okay. Hello. I'm favored. Can you tell me about Skin of the Pearl? Is that a place? That's not familiar. A pearl skin is white and round. Perhaps that's what you should look for. Can you tell me Teeth of the Wind? You bear Malipu Atama's belt. Malipu Atamans. I will share what I know. I know of no place of that name, but there is a place called Erin's Teeth in the Valley of the Wind. Those 2 rock spires mark the entrance to the Valley of the Wind, and they bear the name of the seer, Erin, one blessed by Azura. Okay, so that could be it. Eye of the Needle? This token of our tribe, the belt, is proof of Sulmatul's blessing. Let me think. Perhaps you mean the needle? It is a tall rock column in the Valley of the Wind. I've slept beneath it once or twice. The Valley of the Wind is a valley on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. The entrance to the valley is marked by Erin's Teeth, 2 tall rock spires. Is that enough? Teeth of the Wind, Eye of the Needle. No, I still need to figure out who knows about the pearl. Captain Jack Sparrow. Skin of the Pearl. I bear the belt. This is important. Just a moment. You mentioned the needle in the Valley of the Wind. I recall at the top of the tall spire is not white, but much lighter than other rocks nearby. The head of the Valley of the Wind sits right under the needle. It is a good, safe campground, sheltered from wind with only one approach. That whitish rock at the top of the needle. That might be the pearl you're looking for. Okay. So I have asked about all three of those things. Is that enough? Let me scroll down here. Third trial riddle, Cavern of the Incarnate. Talk to them. You may need to speak to several people to obtain. If you're carrying the belt when you speak to them, they will notice it open up. Otherwise, you need to raise their dispositions. Thankfully, I didn't. Eye of the Needle. It's a tall rock column. Skin of the Pearl is pale rock. Teeth of the Wind refers to... Okay, so yes, we have all the information. The valley's on the northeast slope of Red Mountain in the center of the island. The mouth to the valley is just east and south of the Daedric Shrine of Zerpagonpal, which should now be marked on my world map. Ghost Gate. Well, let me tell you, it's not. Do I need to talk to more people, maybe? Maybe. I've already asked about that. Red Mountain? Let's just talk about Ghost Fence. Oh, that's the thing that we saw. Skin of the Pearl, Teeth of the Wind. Valley of the Wind. Oh, maybe I need to ask about that. There are two valleys side by side on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. The westmost valley is called Dry Camp Valley. The camps have no water, but they are sheltered from the wind. Dunach caverns are also there. The Valley of the Wind is the eastmost valley. It runs long and straight south between Erin's Teeth, and it climbs towards Red Mountain. The mouth of these valleys are to the east along the coast. Past Berthund, Dwemer Ruin, and just past Zerganapal, a Daedric Ruin. Turn south. Okay, that on my map now. There's still Ghost Gate. So you know. Yes, there's a Zerganapal. Okay. And where does it say I need to start out to? Start at Felis Meron? Where's that? No, it's not that. I'm looking at the guide now. I'm just trying to... Start here. Where's here? Dudmer Stronghold in the northern Ashlands. Across the Foyada Bani Dead from Margon. Okay, so Margon is there and it's across from that. So it's somewhere there? Oh, I wish I had a map that was actually filled in with this stuff. A quicker and easier way to get there would be to start from Tel Vos and just hike over the mountains to the west. If you go directly west, you should wind up midway through the Valley of the Wind. Well, that's Vos. I think that's Tel Vos, and then it's telling me to get to there, but I have no good way to get all the way to there from here. Because there's not a fast travel anywhere except for, I think, over here. Well, let's sell some stuff. Who's here to sell? Who's a seller? I forget. Not you. Not you. I just did this. It wasn't that long ago. You're the one who gave me the quest to begin with. I mean, block's somewhat useful because I use a shield, but right now I'm looking for armor if I were going to be trained by someone. Oh, hey, can you repair my stuff? Oh, I have moon sugar? I didn't even realize. I do have a bunch of moon sugar, don't I? I got rid of it. Take this hound meat and these racer plumes and these scales and the shulk resin and ternal root and some of this stuff and this stuff and this stuff, and I still don't know what I do with any of this. I tried to learn alchemy at one point, didn't I? I didn't try very hard. You don't have anywhere near enough gold for everything I'm giving you. So I'm going to be buying stuff from you. You don't have anything I want. Oh, man. How did we get to 23? Oh, man. Those daydream things are very expensive. I thought you had more on you than this. Give me 200 for all that. Okay, thanks, bye. Now, maybe you'll repair. Does that count? Do you have money again now? Yes, you do. Perfect. Okay, now take... This only gives me 10. That gives me 60. Take that. I want to keep that, actually. So you can take that. You're never going to be able to afford those things, so don't worry about it. You can have that. Some of this stuff. Some of that. That puts me at $3.99. Take some baskets. How about some statues? Some bone meal. That's kind of a lot. How about this hide? And the weeping. And give me $4.80 for that. Okay, goodbye. Pleasure doing business with you. Still need to figure out who wants to buy moon sugar. Oh, I'm moving fast now. Why am I moving so fast? Right? Just because I freed up some space in my inventory? Huh. Alright. Ah, of course it is. But I'm like one of you people now or something. You were cool with it. Do I have to find... Who's got a bed for me? I don't remember. It wasn't you, was it? Okay, no. Somebody... Well, where's the wise woman? The one with the rug? Yes. You let me sleep here, right? Yeah, you did. Cool. Goodbye. Okay. Well, we can try to go against what they say to do in the guide and just head straight west. See if we can actually make it that far. Probably not. But it's worth a shot. Wish I had fast travel. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I don't want to be in the water. I should follow a path. This is a terrible idea. But we've done this. We've walked this place multiple times. I just have to get high enough up. And be careful. Because there's also ruins around here with Atronox. Oh. Why are you so much faster than me? You can always catch up, huh? How much more main quest is there, realistically? Just like, as a count, there's what? I'm still currently on the path of the incarnate. Looking at the Wikipedia, under the 3rd, 4th, and 5th trial quests, I see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's for the 4. Okay, so it's like 3 for the 4th, 4 for the 5th, and it's just traveling around and then doing things so people recognize you. And then there are end game quests. And then there's optional quests, which they're optional. I think I'll be optioning not to do them, but that's still a lot. Up until this point, for us to get through everything, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so this would be, we're on number 10, and we have 1, 2, 3, which would be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, maybe. Maybe we're like halfway through it. It's kind of telling when I start looking things up, being like, okay, how much more though? Because I really want to get through it, if it's possible. I've been told that not following like a build guide is not possible to beat the game. Because you lock yourself out of things because you're just kind of monkeying around. Which again, goes back to what I was saying, I think this week, with having a plan for this game and really taking your time and trying it multiple times, figuring out what works, making multiple characters until you really learn the system if you are to go in blind. And I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to start over. I want to play the game. And we're doing, I feel like we're doing okay. I mean, come on. God. Getting around the landscape's really annoying too. Can I have a horse? And can I have a companion who has a horse? And can I have, I don't know, other things too? Don't mind walking, and I don't mind scaling things when it's possible. But I hate the slipping and the falling and the getting in places and getting stuck. Not a fan. And there's a good chance we're going to walk all this way and it's going to mean nothing if we can't actually get to where we need to go, which seems to keep happening. It's interesting. I don't have a good description for it. I'm thinking about myself in games in different ways. Of course you're there. What is the max level? I know there is one. Morrowind max. There is no hard level cap, but practically it's a level of 78. Interesting. That's a lot higher than I would have expected. Anyway. Come on. Hit the stupid thing. God, of course there was more than one. There had to be. Why'd the bodies move? That's annoying. It's concerning. Anyway. I don't mind pushing through some games that are difficult or boring if there's certain parts. Obviously, the goal is to have fun. But I can't think of any video games that manage to continue to have fun all the way through anymore that I've played. I think that's pretty rare. I'm still searching for something like that that just remains a fun the entire way through. By the time, I mean, it doesn't really matter because it wasn't being recorded, but I played all the way through. How many games did I play in a row? Where I was like, I'm just pushing to get to the end of it because I really want to be like, I beat this game and be done. I want to experience everything that the game had to offer, at least for main quests, campaign. At least make it through that, and then some of the DLC, depending on what it was. I played Borderlands 2 recently. That was something. I didn't record it or anything, but the main quest was fine. There were a few spots that really hung me up, but it didn't take too long, and then the DLC ruined it. The DLC had the best story, and I was just so done with the gameplay. It ramped it up really hard, even though I was supposedly the appropriate level based on what it suggested, but I just stopped having fun. I was dying way too often, and the actual, like, the enemies themselves had kind of, they were different. They changed. Which makes sense for the story and the way everything was there, but it just made it way more frustrating, and I stopped having fun, and I really tore my hair out, if I had any, to get through to the end of it, and I finished it, and I turned the game off, and I'm not going back. So, you know, that happens. And I'm not there with this, but that can happen. And at that point, what is the purpose of continuing? Pushing through to something. Like, I don't... I think it's 'cause games have really changed. I don't really have the time to do this as much. I'm also now playing something else that is taking way more of my attention for what I want to be doing. I'm playing Witcher 3, finally. I started it multiple times and just got sidetracked every time, but this time feels different. This time I've been playing and completing old games. And I'm really excited about it, and I want to go play that. Which does detract from this, which is why I kind of have to set aside time specifically for recording so that I know I'll get through this. Anyway, where do I go from here? It's about solving the riddle. Just east and south of the Daedric Shrine here, which should be marked on your world map. And it tells me that there's only certain times of day when I can get in. East and south of this. Okay. Daedra are bad, so we're going to stay away from this. Hopefully that guy didn't just see me. East and south. I can't... There is a map. Why does the Wikipedia not have it? Valley of the Wind. Is that on a map? It is. But the map is not very helpful. Starting from the coast, it goes straight south, and then it curves around into the Cavern of the Incarnate. And it literally is like a path through. Okay, so I have an idea of what I'm looking for, and I can see the entrance. Okay. I have a better idea of what I'm looking for here. Mm-hmm. I think this is it. I think this is it. Yes. Yep. 2 of those. Boy, that looks way better in their screenshot. I wonder what they have. Wonder if they've turned on some graphics extending. Probably flew up high too based on the location of where it is. I don't think that's an in-game graphic. What's going on here? Okay. Save it. Heading in. What is that? No, I think that's fine. I don't think that thing will attack. Wait, is that different from what we've seen before? Yeah, this is different. This is not like the other kinds of floating things that are cool. Is this thing going to attack? Or are you neutral? Okay, goodbye. Okay. Whoop. Goodbye. Down we go, here we go. Another one of these things. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Following the path leads me up and around. And then we need to be here at a certain time of day, and I don't think we're here at a certain time of day. Other things, really cool concept, really cool. Probably took people a long time to figure out how to do this stuff. Thankfully, we're just looking at the guide. Oh, we're almost there too. All right. Because it said 6 p.m., right? Was it 6 to 8 a.m. and p.m., I think? Is what it said, I think, here on this thing. The star is only visible at dawn and dusk from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and from 6 to 8 p.m. Nice. All right. And we're at time. So next week, we head inside. This one was 55. Inside the cavern. What was it? Go in incarnate. It was something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. Next week. Bye, everybody.